Hey there. So yeah, it's been a while. If you don't follow me on Facebook, then you wouldn't have seen that I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't film. I knew I needed to film a makeup video for Thursday and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. And please ignore the hair dye stains on my forehead. I didn't have it in me to film. I didn't know I wanted to film. I always want to film. But I couldn't. I just couldn't film. It felt impossible and it hurt so much because I couldn't film. I had a plan for a video on April Fool's. I had some other people involved and I had to cancel that because I couldn't deal with the stress. My anxiety is so bad right now. I can't deal with any added stress on top of it. It's just, I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying. I've never experienced anxiety quite like this before. And obviously I've had very bad anxiety for a very long time. But this is new. Every day I will wake up with anxious thoughts. That's just how I have been for a very long time now. I've never been waking up every day with my head quite so loud. I don't want to get out of bed, or I don't want to wake up, because waking up means dealing with what is going on inside my head. I want to be asleep because I don't have to deal with it. And this is a constant loop that I'm on. I am not confident or happy in this at all. Oh, I don't know where that came from. I've never been confident or happy. I don't know. Basically, I am struggling to function. My anxiety is so unstable and I have my head telling me horrible things all the time. If you're affected easily by other people's intrusive thoughts, I would not watch the next couple of minutes, and I will have a timestamp in the description box of when this starts and when it ends. But my head on a continuous loop now. Telling me that I'm worthless and useless, and it's telling me I'm no good, I'll never amount to anything. It's telling me that no matter what I do, no matter what I try, no matter what I hope, nothing will ever go right for me because I'm not worth it, I'm not allowed it, and I don't deserve it. My head is constantly telling me that everyone hates me. My head is constantly telling me that I am not loved, I am not liked, I am not deserving of anything that comes my way. I am a waste of space and a waste of life. I am undeserving of anything that has ever, or anything or anyone that has ever crossed my path. I should not be allowed to exist. And that is just a portion of some of the thoughts that is constantly attacking my head on a daily basis. They are in there now. They're there now. I can hear them. They're there. And I have to try and build a wall up and protect myself from them. Doesn't always work. Is not working right now. Has not worked for a while. I'm trying to learn how to cope with them. So I'm trying to learn just how to deal with them being in my head. No one wants to be able to, well, no one should have to hear that on a loop. But I do. It's the hand I've been dealt and I have to deal with it. And it sucks. And this is the point that I will timestamp for... I will timestamp this point for people who prefer to skip over the intrusive thoughts. I came off antidepressants at Christmas, and for those of you that didn't know, I was on fluoxetine 40 milligrams for a good number of years, over 2 years. But I had been on fluoxetine on and off since I was 14. I think the longest amount of time that I had been on them in those 10 years was 3 years, between the ages of 16 to 19, I think. There's also been other smaller breaks as well. Yeah. I don't want to go back on them, but I'm beginning to think I might have to. I need to make an appointment with my doctor. I haven't done that yet. Hands up. But I will do. And we'll look into hopefully another med maybe. Not fluoxetine. As I just don't feel they were working anymore. So maybe if I try something else, it'd be different. I don't know. I don't know at the minute. I have this head that is full of crap and I don't want it. But it's my head. I am not allowed to trade it in. I have to deal with this, even when I really don't want to. I do not want to listen to my brain tell me everything that is bad about myself, but on an escalated scale, so that everything is bad about me, on a constant and continuous loop. I don't want to have to listen to this, but I have to listen to this, so I do. I'm fully planning to be back to normal videos. There won't be a tutorial on Thursday, but I will start with makeup therapy, unsurprisingly, on Saturday, and I will go from there. I hope to be back to the normal scheduling of Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, but just bear with me. For the first time since I started YouTube, it felt difficult and last week impossible to film. That has not happened since I started YouTube, and it was really scary. I'm not going anywhere from this. I love YouTube, I really do. But it was very scary. And unfortunately it also showed me that sometimes that may happen. I am a mentally fragile state. I have a very mentally fragile state. So, yep, I'm going to go now. I suppose this is showing everyone that, you know, this is not something you go through alone. So many of us go through it. Apparently so does that bird up there. Really? I don't even know you can hear it, but there was a bird going crazy on my roof. You want to tell YouTube anything else? Okay then. Anyway, I hope this was informative. At least told you where I've been, and until next time, just believe. Bye.